Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Um, I am gonna do a reaction from The Truth Is, y'all. Con- is concerning DDG, right? And Haley Bailey. Okay, y'all. I think something is up with that. I don't like. It's weird. I got a feeling that. Okay, when I first saw it, I was like, "What? Come on now." See, I've been watching when DDG had his dreads, I used to watch him, right? Because he reminded me of my oldest son, even though my son is 36 now, and DDG is 20 something. But anyway, he reminded me of him because he was so nice and polite and like that, and a ladies' man, used to be a ladies' man. My son married now. And anyway, I would follow him because my son was rapping all that stuff. And, as I said, oh, he's nice. I said, I'll follow him when I can't find something else I might want to watch. So that's what I did. Y'all, how about they trying to say, y'all already know they trying to say that DDG laid hands on Hallie. No, he didn't. He streams 24. No, he didn't. I saw his reaction also when Aiden Ross, which is probably in on it, in my opinion, uh, told him, man, you on TMZ. And then so DDG looking it up, but Aiden found it first. Talking about you Haley has a restraining order against you, and DDG say, what? That don't even make no sense. What you talking about? And Aiden Ross kept saying, you can't say nothing. You gotta be quiet. Gotta be totally quiet. Remember we excuse me. Remember we talked about it last night? You gotta be totally quiet. All of that kind of stuff. So Aiden Ross gonna tell the camera to come over here. He talking, y'all don't believe it. This is my friend. He ain't do that and all of that. So, but DDG's cameraman went back over to him, and he's still like, man, what is this? What's going? What? No, what? No, I don't believe it. I did a reaction to it though. I did when the first day I saw it. Then they showed the picture of her with the chipped tooth, and they showed her arm. How about this other streamer on here just came back named Soluminati? So that he talks against it. Anyway, he um he showed a tape that showed Hallie in the car talking about, oh, I just don't like the dentist, and this was months ago. Oh, I don't like the dentist, but y'all see right here, I got a chip on my tooth, and I need to get it fixed, but exact same chip, exact same tooth. Do you hear me? So, and then he showed how they do how you can do pictures and make them look like, look. No, it didn't happen. Believe me, because the day she said that he did it, it was that day when he got on stream, and they had RSV, her and the son was sick. DG said he drove over there. He didn't make it past the front, and they told him he couldn't see his son. He was like, all I wanted to do was like get stuff, steam in his nose, all of that kind of stuff, right? But Hallie's her story is, oh, he saw the video, the camera, security camera, and he snatched it down and threw it and stuff like that. He been over her house. He already knew she had a camera, and when he came home, he was on stream. He was like, the sitter or somebody else was there, right? Because Hallie and the baby were in the bed, because they were sick. He said he decided, no, I don't want to take him away because he's sick. I just was gonna take him in the next room and try to make him feel better and stuff like that. So I'm gonna let y'all watch this, and y'all please subscribe, like the video, and put what you think in the comments, okay? Because this is one that I do not believe, because they're saying that Halle, because y'all know she was at the Met Gala, DDG was not, and you have to be done that, so you sold to go to the Met Gala, right? And yeah, Casanat was invited. He just chose not to go because he didn't like what they wanted him to wear. That's what he said. Okay, but he was at the after party, and he was invited by Pharrell. But anyway, so DDG wasn't invited, and DDG was mad because he's like, why I wasn't invited? Why I can't go to the, like that? But they're saying Halle sold her soul, but DDG has not. Y'all, and remember when she was pregnant? I always thought of it the opposite. I was like, oh Lord, there go him, want to mess with the little princess and mess her up. You know what I'm saying? Mess her little innocent image. They even showed a tape of her and her sister at, I guess at her sister's house somewhere on the couch, blood seat or something, and Halle say, yeah, people think I'm so sweet on this internet, but they just don't know me when that camera cut off, right? Anyway, let the truth is talk about it some, because it's just upset. I don't like when they do it fake, It's like somebody putting something on my son and he ain't did nothing. Man, I'd be mad. All right, let's go.
Headlines after his ex, Halle Bailey, exposed him for allegedly assaulting her.
I'm sorry, I'm turning it up. Okay. All right.
Several times. Recently, it was reported that Halle filed a restraining order against DDG, claiming he was not only abusive towards her, but was attempting to kidnap their child and wasn't fit to take care of their child. Now people are looking at DDG, wondering if these allegations are true. Is he really an abusive man, or is there more to the story? As now, people are pointing to some videos that could suggest Roc Nation is involved. Some people are looking at Halle's connection to Beyonce and Roc Nation and claiming that they're the ones guiding her to do this. And after videos started circulating on social media, claiming to be Jay-Z sending DDG and those around them coded messages, people are now wondering if Roc Nation had anything to do with Halle filing a restraining order on DDG. Now my question is DDG going through the same exact takedown Tory Lanez faced at the hands of Roc Nation? Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about the DDG and Halle Bailey situation. Let's get right into it. Normally, I wouldn't cover a situation like this. I tend to stay away from couple drama and domestic abuse accusations, as unless there's undeniable evidence, it's really hard to see who's telling the truth or not. In the Diddy situation, it was clear, as there were many allegations of Diddy being a violent man. But also, we all saw the video that leaked showing Diddy giving Cassie a brutal beatdown. In the DDG and Halle situation, the evidence that was presented wasn't clear-cut and didn't really prove anything. The only reason this came into my attention is because when I checked my comments, I saw so many of you requesting I look into this DDG situation. Not simply because of the allegations made against DDG, but because some of you think this whole thing is being orchestrated by Roc Nation. For those who aren't caught up with this situation, let me catch you up. A few days ago, Halle Bailey filed the restraining order on her ex DDG. In the restraining order, Halle claimed DDG was not only abusive to her in front of her child, but he had also been using his fan base to abuse her on social media. The restraining order detailed an incident in which DDG allegedly chipped her tooth after pushing her head into a steering wheel. Halle claims this incident happened because DDG wouldn't tell her when he was going to bring the baby back.
Yeah.
On top of this, Halle also accused DDG of weaponizing his audience against her, claiming that he would rant online to his followers about the relationship to encourage them to harass her on social media.
That's the story. I told you I've been, well, that's a lie. Let me be grown, okay? But I don't curse. But anyway, I don't believe that. Look, DDG. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you how long I've been watching. Okay, 8 months. Okay, 8 months. Yeah, I've been watching the live streams, and they don't ask me why. Don't know. But anyway, DDG came on one time, and that was the time that I told you about when his son was so sick, and with the RSV, and Haley also had said she had it, and she wouldn't even let him see him. He wanted to see him, make sure he was okay, and so he came when he got home. Yeah, he came on stream, and he wasn't like mad, and she was like, "Y'all," he said, "I know I've seen some kind of way, some whatever." Not nothing mean to Haley yet, but he said all he said about Haley was, "Man, I ain't want to tell y'all this because y'all think I have my son all the time because he's always on stream with me." He said, "But no, I cut up the videos and I just put him in a lot of them to make it seem that way, but he's not." And he said, "I ain't seen my son," and I forgot how long he said. And then she said he said she doesn't let him see him when he wants to, right? And he said, "I went to see him today. She wouldn't let me see him. My son very, very sick," and like that. He said, and everybody thinks she's a angel. I've been protecting her image for a long time, the good girl image for a long time. He said, but then that's all he said. He ain't say nothing else. He ain't say nothing bad about it. He couldn't bring himself to do it. Maybe because it's his baby mama. I don't know, but he did not. He did not. He did not. And then as far as like when DDG took him over Casa Knots, I saw that too. She sent a text. It came on Casa Knot. Y'all know how many millions of followers Casa Knot got, right? So she sent that message. He didn't ask me. I didn't know my son was gonna be there, and he went over there to pick up some gifts that Castanot had bought. That was it. And then so everybody started saying stuff to her online, I guess. And so now they're trying to reverse the situation, fix back that good girl image because they was going at her about why he can't take his own son over there. Why he gotta ask you if he can take his son somewhere, and she takes him out of state. Like they out of state now. But since she got the temporary restraining order, that's all. I know I've been reading that she got full custody. That is not true. She got temporary. She got a temporary restraining order for him to stay away from her and his son, because he probably wanted to keep his son because she was gone out of the country for 2 months, right? So he probably wanted to keep his son, and he said, and as far as all them girls on the stream, he said he wouldn't even have. He said, "Have you ever seen a girl on my stream when I have my son?" Think about it. No. And so he was even in New York for the Met Gala. Halo, his son was there too, and he wanted to spend time with him there while Haley went to the Met Gala. But no. So that's why he came. He was online depressed looking, and yeah, I wanted to spend this time with somebody special, but I don't guess that's gonna happen. That's all he said. That was it. But anyway, let's continue on, people.
She even brought up the fact that the hashtag #FreeHalo started to trend because of DDG. Haley attached photos to the restraining order depicting herself with bruises and a chipped tooth. The courts then approved Haley's restraining order and granted her temporary custody of Halo. Now Haley Bailey is looking for permanent sole custody of their child. Since the accusations hit the internet, DDG has come out and denied the allegations, claiming he never put his hands on her. Now, like I said, I don't cover situations like this as it seems like gossip, and I'm not really into gossip. But people started to point out the fact that this all seems like another Tory versus Meg situation with
Look, DDG can't speak on it. So he said, "Man, this ain't." All he could say is, "Man, this ain't true." And that was at the beginning when he first saw it. Then he thought about what Aiden Ross was saying about the Illuminati and that stuff, right? So DG ain't speaking on it, but his family is. His brother crying, his sister hot, the little sister. Yeah, man. The mama, I know, man. That they treated that baby so well because they was always on live. All of them are streamers. I could not believe it.
Nation playing dirty. People believe that this restraining order and public exposure of DDG are all happening because DDG damaged Haley's public image. See, before the restraining order was filed, DDG had gotten the internet to take his side. He had successfully painted Haley as a bitter baby mother who wanted to use their child against him. There was one incident that shifted the public perspective on the entire situation. A few months back, DDG showed up to Kai Cenat's stream with his son Halo. By the way, I recently did a video exposing the exact moment Kai Cenat sold his soul. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you watch it after this one. While DDG was on Kai's stream with his son, Haley went on social media to call out DDG, claiming that he was using their baby for attention and didn't ask for her permission to take the baby to Kai.
Y'all, I'm looking for a chill. That's what I'm saying. If he would have grabbed her by the back of her hair and slammed her into the steering wheel and chipped her tooth, her lip would have been busted. She'd had a mark somewhere else on her face. She'd had more than just a little chip too. And the reason I stopped the picture is because the chip is so darn small, y'all. Y'all ever been into an apple or something and a piece of your little tooth came off? Yeah. That's why I was looking at this picture because you have to look. I don't know if it's chipped or not, but that's how the one they show, except they put it close up, right? I'm trying to tell you, I don't believe it.
Cenat's stream. Haley expected the internet to side with her, but they did the opposite. Everyone basically reminded her that DDG is also the child's father, meaning that they both have the right to take their child places, and unless leaving the country, they don't need the other parent's permission. This is when the internet's perspective started to shift on Haley, and she noticed the signs of that. Another situation that made her look bad online was when DDG claimed Haley wasn't letting him see his child, which people online brought up the fact that Haley wasn't letting DDG see his child while she was out partying and didn't even have the baby herself. People started to call Haley a bitter baby mother, which
Yeah, DDG did say the babysitter. He said, I don't even know the sitter's name. The sitter spends more time with him than I do. He did say that too.
led to the public supporting DDG more and shifting their perspective on the Disney star. Now, not long after this happened, Haley goes and files a restraining order against DDG and claims he assaulted her multiple times and has his audience harassing her. But the internet is not buying it and are pointing at some strange activity that had happened before all of this went down. A few weeks back, DDG randomly received an Ace of Spades bottle that was allegedly sent to him by Jay-Z himself. While DDG was on stream, he opened up the bottle and read the note that was attached to it. People are claiming that they noticed him make a look, suggesting he was reading something threatening and try to play it off. Now, many people are comparing this to the Tory situation, as right before Meg switched up on Tory, he got a call from Rock Nation telling him to keep quiet or else. Tory claimed that they even told him to count his days. Now, Haley isn't signed to Rock Nation, but she is signed to Beyonce's record label, which we all know is the same thing. Now, people believe that the bottle of Ace of Spades was a threat, telling DDG to keep quiet and take the L, just like they wanted Tory to do. People are also pointing to the fact that one of DDG's close streamer friends, Baby Rich, had come out defending DDG before receiving his own threats. Baby Rich went on stream and claimed that he had witnessed Haley being abusive towards DDG, and also sort of implying that the abuse could have been mutual from both sides.
Haley was beating the fuck out this nigga. I'm talking about swinging on this nigga. I'm talking about piecing this up. Ha, 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 ha. You feel me? So, are you just gonna sit there and just hands behind your back? No. Like, what are you gonna do? Stop. Hey, stop.
Oh, he was just
Hey,
grabbing
stop.
us.
Stop.
Oh,
Restrain him. Hey,
yeah,
stop.
yeah. That
You know what
sounds
I'm saying? Stop.
Now, what happened after this video was what made all of this even more suspicious, as according to Baby Rich, not long after exposing Haley, he got a knock on his door and was handed a Hennessy bottle with a note that read, "Stay in your jurisdiction."
dang.
Today I woke up this morning and I got a knock at my door. I'm talking about so I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, who knocking on my door at like 10 o'clock in the morning? All right. And I go to the door. I promise you, it's like, yo, Rich. Like, yo, what's good? They're like, yo, this for you. Listen, I don't even drink. And they sent me this bottle with a note attached. And the note said, stay in your judicial
Jurisdiction.
So I'm like, what? So they I gave me this bottle. It had a note on it, and it said, "Stay in your judicial." So I'm like, what the?
Dang.
Mind you, I don't even drink. Yeah, everybody know that about me. I don't drink.
Yeah.
So I don't know if y'all think I'm trolling, but I promise you, like, this is the craziest shit I ever seen before. Like, I don't.
Baby Rich saw this as a threat, and considering that Rock Nation had allegedly sent the Ace of Spade bottle in a letter to DDG, I see why. Another streamer made some interesting allegations about all of this as well. The streamer Dashay Frost went on stream and claimed that this was all happening to DDG because he refused to sell his soul, claiming that Haley sold their soul and DDG didn't want to.
I think Haley's part of the Illuminati. And that's what I'm saying. DD didn't sell his soul, so now they're trying to get him. I know Jay-Z gonna be on my ass after this, and Beyonce. But I don't give a
Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but DDG has claimed in the past that he thought selling your soul was real until he got in the industry. But when he got in the industry, he claims he stopped believing in that.
The only reason I didn't want to start doing music earlier in my life or whatever is because I was scared of the Illuminati. I used to watch like conspiracy videos and I used to be like, oh man, I don't want to do no weird, you know what I mean? That weird sacrifices and all that, you know what I mean? So I was
that was
like,
a big thing. That was a
that
big
thing
ago.
back then. So I was scared and I never wanted to make music.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
Now, I myself have caught DDG using Masonic symbolism before in his music videos, so I myself am suspicious of DDG being a Masonic puppet. But since I haven't seen much more Masonic imagery coming from him, it could have just been placed there randomly by his record label. Either way, we know Haley is signed to Beyonce, and Beyonce.
I think it was placed there after the video, because I done seen how he make his videos and stuff. It was placed there after this video. I bet you.
And Jay-Z are both occultist Masonic puppets. Now, I want to make it clear, this is the only reason I'm covering this. Jay-Z and Rock Nation are being accused of destroying Tory Lanez life when he was a risk for Meg's image. Not only was Tory going to promote being an independent artist, cutting out record labels like Jay-Z's Rock Nation, but Tory was a risk for Meg's career as he could expose her for what really took place that night. Just like they sent DDG a letter in a bottle, as I'm assuming a warning for what was coming, they did the same to Tory Lanez. So don't be surprised if DDG somehow ends up in prison for 10 years behind this. Now, when it comes to violence, I am 1,000,000% against violence on women. I believe men who put their hands on women are waste men and aren't real men. They are cowards. But the only proof we have that Haley was attacked by DDG comes from pictures she presented in the restraining order after the situation happened. Honestly, not calling Haley a liar or anything, but it's not strong enough evidence to prove he beat her. She could have gotten bruises on her arms from many other situations. Yes, it is possible he could have given her those bruises, but we don't know for sure. One thing we know for sure is that she was planning this for a while. Think about it. She was documenting all of this, but didn't go to the police immediately. She was saving this for the moment she needed to take him down. What I believe happened was that Haley messed up when she criticized DDG for taking their son on Kai's stream. The internet started to turn on her. When DDG called her out for not letting him see his son, people fully switched up on her. Now, it's important to note that she is signed to Beyonce, and Beyonce makes a lot of money off of her. If her public image gets tainted, it could make her less desirable to fans and lose Beyonce money. So Beyonce and Jay-Z could have been behind this takedown to protect their investment. They knew if they accused DDG of being abusive online, the internet would switch up on him immediately. Fortunately, some of the internet saw this move from a mile away and has been calling them out for it. I believe Jay-Z and Beyonce could be behind this decision. I believe they're operating in a bully manner in the industry, forcing people to bend to their will by using threats and takedowns. Do I believe DDG is innocent? I don't know what he is. But I believe that this is happening to him right now because he managed to get the public on his side about his relationship with Hailey Bailey. The thing that's most sad about all of this is that their child is the one that loses. Hailey wants sole custody of their child and is filing for it in court. How is Hailey taking their child away from the father truly going to help the baby? It's only going to affect them in a negative way. Every child needs a father figure present in their life. I want to know what you guys think below. Do you think Rock Nation is behind this, or is DDG really an abusive monster who doesn't deserve to see his child? Well, that's it for this one. I want to thank you all for watching.
Y'all, what y'all think? What do y'all? It was in. Hey, y'all, I don't believe it. Y'all, please, I don't believe it. I mean, I just don't. So when y'all run across when I gotta find my reaction video, because all I was saying was DDG, no, you didn't. I've been following you. You seem so nice. You seem all that. But I'm about to find that video, take it down, and anyway, because I don't believe it, y'all. Because somebody was on there, another streamer, he was on there, they're probably gonna get him too, because he was like, I told him a long time ago, you better leave them Disney people alone. Disney is the Illuminati. Disney. She is not your girl. She is theirs. They just sharing. She's not your girl. That's what somebody's saying. So, anywho, hey, no. All right, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Y'all put what y'all think in the comments, but I don't think DDG. He ain't know. He love Halo, boy. He love him some Halo. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna leave this alone and go on about my little merry way. But DDG ain't did nothing, y'all. So please stick by me. Let's start paying attention. So maybe if all us paying attention, they won't hurt him or whatever they do. You know what I mean? I know he came home one day. Don't you know his whole computer room was black? He couldn't even get on stream for like a day or two, right? I don't know how he got back on, but I said, darn, he on his phone like that because he said, look, all my stuff black. I'm hitting it. It won't even come on or nothing. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening to Valentine TV. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. Appreciate your time. I will talk to y'all later. All right, bye. Let's see.